Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA. No better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
So the next starting 5, they've got Pau Gasol. Worthy out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Maravich, and it's Williams at the point. And for the Knicks, we've got Jaren Jackson. Also Peja Stojakovic out there. Stephen Curry's out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Van Arsdale in at the 2. Well, Shams, obviously the big 3 in Brooklyn did not work out. But on the bright side, what a return they got for Kevin Durant.
It was one of the biggest packages in NBA history. They got 4 first-round picks, a bunch of other pick swaps. And listen, losing Kevin Durant as well as Kyrie Irving, that definitely hurt the Nets. But their front office is very happy with the haul that they were able to get.
And they can really build. And it's going to be fascinating, I think, Shams, to watch them build.
First-time head coach and Jordi Fernandez, they know that they're building for the long haul and the long term. It's not just about one season in Brooklyn. They're trying to compete and have sustainable success.
Now here's Nowitzki. Pete Maravich misses his last shot. Worthy kicks to Maravich. 6 to shoot. Nowitzki for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
And here's Maravich from the arc. And the 3-ball is good.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
Stojakovic, good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Nowitzki against Jack the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helped get him going.
Williams passes to Worthy to the paint. Here's Gasol. Lays it up and banks it in.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And Wembanyama outside. Back to Curry. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front office, their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that can shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
And so it's New York with it. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. Curry with it. Williams picks him up. Curry's shot is off. Nets trailed by 3. Pass to Maravich. The Nets pull it in. There's Van Arsdale. He is defended by Gasol. Outside Jackson. outside Curry. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter, and he banks in the layup. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to New York. And then a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. And coach has decided they need the moment to talk things over.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Wembanyama, averaging about 19 points and 12 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Now, here's Worthy. Still scoreless. Here's Maravich. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And Shams, nothing gets to work out like your phone. We're talking NBA, we're watching this game. You got this great group here courtside. You've got two phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Here's Williams following the basket by Stephen Curry. Tries the spin move. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. Curry dishes to Stojakovic. To the inside. Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Williams against Curry. Outside Williams. To Maravich. From deep three-point territory. It's rebounded by New York.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
You got to give an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
And maybe if they were at home, their fans could have given them the boost they needed to get over the top.
Stojakovic. Gabe Maravich missing on the three. Curry deciding where to go with it. Off target with his three. Nets trail by 5. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Maravich with the screen on Jackson. Nowitzki for 3, and again, no good by Brooklyn. For New York, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's Curry. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 12 points for Stephen Curry. And in last year's playoff Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is the result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
They do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they? 100%.
And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of possible lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game, impact injuries?
Brunson is checked in for Williams. Brunson outside. Here's Maravich. Unable to get that one. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
And to put things simply, this has not been his work.
Stojakovic against Worthy. Here's Wembanyama. And he converts the layup. And the Knicks lead by 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Gasol kicks to Brunson. And the league continuing charge to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
You have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. You can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing race.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket and coming off a free pass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a basket.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Oh, good on that. Tempo is checked in for Jackson. And the Nets making a change here. And he sinks the second. Here's Halliburton. He picked up 15 points in the last one against Brooklyn. That's to Mutombo. Curry from deep three-point land. A rebound by the Nets.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Caldwell passes to Brunson. Tumbo grabs the board.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Racking up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top scoring big men in the NBA. Fourth, Victor Wembanyama.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offense, face up or back to the basket. They can get it done.
Yeah, the collection of post moves these big fellas have is unreal. I'd say some of them are the most unstoppable moves in the game.
They get a hand on it. There's Caldwell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Nets passing it around. And here's Brunson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brunson's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. Stojakovic misses the curve. From past the arc. Gasol pulls it in. And Worthy's got it here for Brooklyn. And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying shots. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
Certainly a heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's this surge of excitement that hits every part of your body. Every profession obviously has a big everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it. But it certainly brings a great feeling. And I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend.
365, 24/7.
Curry against Brunson. Nowitzki with the screen on Curry. No one covered. Brunson's got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
The Knicks leading by 5. Halliburton outside. 1:30 left in the first quarter. In transition, here come the Nets. Here is Worthy, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead. New York's gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter. And Benyama inside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Brunson the pass to Caldwell. Brunson a screen on Halliburton. Here's Caldwell. Out to Brunson. Brunson with another miss. New York's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Tumble up top. Worthy defending. Pass to Stojakovic. A 3 off the mark. Nets trail by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get it back. And Gasol slams it in.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards, just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Curry against Brunson. And here is Curry. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 15.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows
It ain't room to leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Knicks up front, up by 7. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
I think 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
Well, you and I would pay for the ticket, but I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Bobby Markkanen is on there with Jackson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Mutombo. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly DA is a two-way threat. New York shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Take a break.
Good stuff.
That free throw missing.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Hedo Turkle is checked in for Curry. And he can't hit the second. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 6. Nance dishes to Maravich. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. On the way to CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron, and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams, and just more clarity and dispersed talent.
You constantly read over some of these CBA agreements, and I would assume that you do to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole other animal now to have the second apron. That certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact you? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. There's Halliburton. Following the basket by Pete Maravich. Mutombo is screen on Brunson. Here's Halliburton. And the rebound goes to Marcus Camby. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field in the second. Puts it up for Adebayo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Williams is checking for the Nets. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 5, the Knicks.
They've dialed up the defense in a big way. You've got to get creative if you're going to find ways to score against them these days.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Maravich against McCollum. Launches it. A rebound by the Nets. Camby's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Maravich. And the reception by Jackson. And it's on the bounce. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for the Knicks. James Worthy's checked in for the Nets. Williams against Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. 2 shots. free throw, no good. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Tumble up top. Got a piece of it. It's to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Maravich with the steal. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter. Skipped away. It's stolen by Mutombo. Here's Van Arsdale. Maravich defending. Van Arsdale, the pass to Halliburton. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident in everything he does.
Here's Williams. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
New York's gotten fewer than half of their 3 points to go down tonight. They're 4 behind. Inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line.
That's a good move.
Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Worthy. Nance outside. Halliburton with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
Terrific concentration from Halliburton. His poise is what allows him to convert through the contact.
Outside Worthy. Outside Williams. Adebayo with the screen for Williams. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Mutombo. Here's Van Arsdale. Goes back up. Mutombo misses. Next trail by 4. Worthy with it. He had a 12-point out in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wish I played with more guys like him.
Worthy against Stojakovic. Mutombo inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. Hands. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. On the wing, Stojakovic. He's guarded by Williams. Halliburton kicks to Stojakovic. And the Knicks miss again. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Williams against Halliburton. Outside, Maravich. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
Van Arsdale, good. Jordy Fernandez is called the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So for the Knicks, now comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Curry's subbed in for Halliburton. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Nets. Jalen Brunson comes in for Maravich. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 4-point game. Williams passes to Nowitzki. Over Yao. Nowitzki, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
A 3-ball. Van Arsdale, good. Van Arsdale's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on step.
Brunson against Curry. Brunson, no good. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Van Arsdale, the pass to Mutombo. Can't cash in from close range. That's trailed by 7. Brunson downhill. Good, and that's Worthy picking up the assist. Worthy's got 3 assists now in this one.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Here's Van Arsdale. He has 5. Back to Curry. Pass to Stojakovic. Here's Mutombo. Brooklyn with the rebound.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Already made by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
The Nets have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Pass to Stojakovic. It's a nice passing by New York here. Here's Curry. On to the right wing. There's Van Arsdale. Mutombo is screen on Williams. Back to Mutombo. And here is Yao. Another shot. And the layup is good. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Hey, you gotta appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Pass to Mutombo. Now against Nowitzki. Now the pass to Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 levels on.
Worthy the pass to Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here. That one falls for Brunson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Catching up on the changes for New York. And Benyama. He's checked in for Yao. Jackson comes in for Mutombo. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Brunson. The Knicks with the lead. Now here's McCollum. He has yet to score. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Maravich. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. New York's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. McCollum against Brunson. Lets it go from deep. McCollum no good. A tight game here in New York. Pass to Brunson. Worthy sets a screen for Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
New York's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Jackson finds McCollum. 1:35 left to play here in the half. Again, McCollum missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Don't do it again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Brunson bullies his way inside.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver him for the deuce.
That's to Jackson. And Benyama with it. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Maravich kicks to Brunson. Over McCollum. And that shot with that thing. Nick Lee has got to just one on the basket from Brunson.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
From 10 feet out. And the Knicks good for 2. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Brunson against McCollum. Maravich with a screen on McCollum. Fades away. That shot off the mark. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Knicks lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau, Coach. What has gone?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years.
That's a big leap, Kenny. 1 or 2 of them, maybe, but most guys don't ever get to that level.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ballgame.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times, 4.5. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking it.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez, his 5. Williams is out there with Maravich. Then there's Nowitzki. Then there's Worth. And it's Gasol. That's it. It's real by 3. Outside, Maravich. To the middle. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Can change shot. And there's the nice layup by Gasol. Gasol's got 6.
And this is where you feed Gasol. The deeper positioning he can get, the more aggressive he becomes.
It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Curry outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds in the game. Worthy against Stojakovic. For the lead. Worthy can't hit.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Gotta pick it up.
And the basket by Jackson. RJ so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of proof yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team. You understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
Here's Wembanyama. Following the basket by Pete Maravich. Stojakovic with the 3. Good on the triple. He's got 10.
And there's that dead-eye shooting for Stojakovic, especially potent from outside the arc.
Jackson against Nowitzki. Pass to Maravich. Now here's Williams. Following some ups and downs, Richard was broken the Nets, and you know this. They're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
No good on the free throw. And the Knicks making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. Good on the second free throw. New York leading by 3. Outside Jackson. Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Stojakovic. Whistle blow, his basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
No first trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips. One shot.
Free throw good, Stojakovic. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 6. Williams looking around. Into the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
That's good from Williams. Williams drops them both. The Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Halliburton. New York moving it around. Floats it up. Wembanyama up in the rafters.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Williams against Halliburton. Nowitzki for 3. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Pass to Wembanyama. Williams against Stojakovic. Shot clock at 5. Jackson with it. Over to Saul. Jackson misses. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now Stojakovic. He's got 13. Here's Van Arsdale. And Maravich pulls it down. Williams passes to Maravich. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Knicks leading by 6. Halliburton on the wing. Over Williams. And good. Got the English that time as the ball. Halliburton's got 10.
Gotta learn how efficient Halliburton is, a confident shooter from the mid-range.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Knicks. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Brooklyn, 4.5 games behind.
And right now for the Knicks, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And when you think of Maravich, his ball handling and passing comes to mind. He's really sublime and unique in those categories.
2 shots. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. New York leading by 7. Outside Jackson. To the inside. And finished off by Halliburton.
What a slam by Halliburton. Using that agility to make a statement.
Brooklyn's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Right side Worthy. Out to Maravich. Good, and it's Worthy picking up the assist. Worthy's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then a nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Now, here is Stojakovic. He's got 13. Back to Halliburton. Outside Jackson. Pocket 6. A 3 from Wembanyama. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Worthy. Back to Williams. Here is Maravich. Lets it go with the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Worthy. Tom Maravich. Spins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebound. For that second.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late. playing with some extreme physicality.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Nets making a change here as well. Brunson's checked in. Halliburton passes to Wembanyama. McCollum outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for McCollum. New York needs to get off a shot. Stojakovic. New York, no good that time either. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point differential. Nowitzki finds Worthy. Shoots from the elbow. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Stojakovic, the pass to Halliburton. Wembanyama, a screen on Brunson. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. And a wide open look for McCollum. Hands it from downtown. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers, so that's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Nowitzki, no good. Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get him. Halliburton in the corner. Offline with his three. That's trail by 10. Down low. Here's Maravich. And he goes in for the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys. Still shaking. Halliburton kicks to Stojakovic. Jackson looking it over. Halliburton a screen on Nowitzki. Jackson from long range. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 8.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead has got down to 8. Again, the points coming from Nowitzki. Halliburton against Brunson. Halliburton on the wing. 12 points for him. A rebound by Gasol. Nets trailed by 8. 17-foot shot on the way. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Such a presence inside with the ball in his hand. Good decision by Dirk to put it right back up.
Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
A shot's good from Halliburton.
With everything he does, Halliburton is a nightmare for opposing defenses.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
McCollum. Rebound, Brooklyn. Nowitzki's got 11 rebounds in the game. Halliburton against Brunson. Nowitzki outside. That ball's nice lead that time from Brunson. And 11 points for Nowitzki. Halliburton passes to Stojakovic. Back to Halliburton. To the paint. Kicks it out to McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside, Maravich. Traps in the tray. Maravich has got 21.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
To McCollum. Nice deed from Nowitzki. The Nets on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. Brunson, no good. New York leading by 3. Jackson, a screen on Brunson. Halliburton passes to Jackson. Over Nowitzki. And the basket by Jackson.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seems like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Inside, Halliburton with the steal. Here's Stojakovic. Rejected by Nowitzki. Maravich against Halliburton. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. On the way, Stojakovic. For the 3. Sinks the triple. Stojakovic has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Knicks. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Maravich dishes to Worthy. Maravich against McCollum. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Maravich.
Great quarter for him at the offensive bench, trying to will his team back in the game.
It's to Halliburton. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Oh, the rim with an easy read to Wembanyama.
And monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Nowitzki for 3. The Knicks pull it in. And Wembanyama puts up a deep 3. The third quarter comes to a close. New York ahead. They lead by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
A spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Mutombo is out there with Stojakovic. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Yao. And it's Van Arsdale into the shooting guard. Halliburton with the bucket.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
Brunson the pass to Williams. Back to Brunson. Going inside. The rebound by Halliburton. The Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Stojakovic. Mutombo is screen on Worthy. Outside Stojakovic. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Nance back to Williams. He can't get that one to fall. And Halliburton's got the ball here for New York. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
And how about the commitment there from Halliburton? Sticking with it and getting himself to the line.
Tyrese Halliburton at the line, 2 shots.
That's good from Halliburton.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Halliburton hits them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Brunson the pass to Williams. Back to Brunson. Over Halliburton. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Brunson.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Brunson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Halliburton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Brunson the pass to Williams. Gao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Adebayo with a screen for Brunson. 5 on the clock. Worthy with the bucket.
From Jalen Brunson.
The Knicks leading by 11. Halliburton outside. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
He's not short on moves. Halliburton's got a lot of ways to attack off the dribble.
Brunson the pass to Williams. This one for 3. And it's Brunson missing.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And here's Halliburton. Yao with a screen on Williams. Halliburton for 3. They grab their own miss. Driving in. Here's Van Arsdale. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Knicks lead by 15. Halliburton against Brunson. Loads it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Mutombo. For 3. Drills it from outside. Halliburton's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Outside Williams. Back to Brunson. Rejected by Halliburton. Pass to Stojakovic. Back to Halliburton. Goes up at the stripe. Rebound, Brooklyn. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Williams in the post. The wing, Nance. Covered by Mutombo. Adebayo with a screen for Williams. Yao with the block. Pass to Stojakovic. To the middle. Here's Mutombo. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Nets trail by 18. Brunson with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one falls for Brunson. So for the Knicks, Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Yao. Jaren Jackson comes in for Mutombo. And Curry subbed in for Stojakovic. And then for Brooklyn, Gasol's checked in for Adebayo. Nowitzki comes in for Nance, and it's Maravich in for James Worthy. Good on both. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama outside. Six to shoot.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
At the line, 2 shots.
We got this.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the Nets making a change here as well. Nancy's checked in for Williams. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is a big man with guard skill set. He's as unique of a player we have ever seen.
Nowitzki, no good.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Takes the 13-footer, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 19 points for Victor Wembanyama. Nance against McCollum. Nance passes to Maravich. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Free throw good, Maravich. Tumbo is checked in for Halliburton. Maravich hits them both.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Wembanyama, a screen on Maravich. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that.
That's the kind of take charge attitude they want CJ to have. Attack the D at every opportunity.
And he makes the first.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
And so McCollum nails both of them. RJ, you had a chance to ref a summer league game this past year, so you get a little bit of a feel for what these guys go through.
Being a referee is by far the hardest job in professional sports. To try and keep up with the amount of plays, the amount of possessions, I do not envy their job.
Outside for Gasol. Maravich against McCollum. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Wembanyama passes to Curry, and Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Stojakovic is checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Worthy's checked in. Nowitzki against Jackson. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. The shot. Rebound, Brooklyn. Gasol's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. That's Nowitzki at the elbow. The kick out to Worthy. Brunson against Curry. Gasol setting the pick for Brunson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brunson's got 31.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Brunson against Curry. Pass to Stojakovic. And the Knicks miss again. Nets trail by 17. Here's Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Curry with the bounce pass. McCollum outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Pete Maravich.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
At the line, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Williams is checked in for Jalen Brunson. And he makes the first but misses the second. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now. How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
It's the Nets now. They trail by 18. Now, here is Maravich. To the paint, here's Nowitzki. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Knocks down the 3-ball.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Williams against Curry. Here's Gasol, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Bachelor.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Halliburton.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Nowitzki against Jackson. On the wings to Jakovic. Pass to Van Arsdale. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Maravich. Van Arsdale can't get it to go. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 19-point game. Wembanyama against Gasol. Outside Jackson. Curry, a screen on Nowitzki. Jackson against Nowitzki. Jackson down low. Nice D from Nowitzki. Nets trail by 19.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Williams. Worthy kicks to Maravich. Count that one. Maravich just got 4 points in the quarter.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.